Today we have part 2 of a 3-part series on the rising tensions in U.S.-Canadian relations. Trade wars, tariffs, and shifting alliances. Under Trump, U.S.-Canadian relations face unprecedented challenges. Is this strategic maneuvering, or is America pushing its closest ally too far? For over a century, Canada and the U.S. have stood together as trade and security partners, but that relationship is being tested like never before with Trump back in the White House. Welcome back to America's Geopolitics. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more hard-hitting geopolitical analysis. And if you really want to support the channel, check out the links in the description below. In this episode, we dive into recent strains on U.S.-Canada relations, from escalating tariffs to diplomatic rifts. And it all starts with one word: tariffs. Since coming to office, President Trump has escalated trade tensions by imposing 25% tariffs on all imports from Canada, citing concerns over illegal immigration and drug trafficking. Canada's new Prime Minister Mark Carney, he confronts immediate challenges as these tariffs threaten the economic stability of both nations. The tariffs hit key Canadian industries, including lumber, dairy, and automotive sectors, disrupting supply chains and escalating costs for consumers on both sides of the border. The auto industry in particular sees rising production costs as critical minerals sourced from Canada become more expensive overnight. Canada has retaliated quickly. They've targeted U.S. agricultural exports, affecting American dairy farmers, soybean producers, and even wine exporters. Farmers in key swing states, particularly in the Midwest, have voiced their concerns about how Trump's trade war impacts their bottom line. Public opinion remains sharply divided. Supporters argue that tariffs protect national interest and encourage domestic production, while critics warn of economic instability, rising prices, and strained diplomatic relations. In response, Canada has announced $20.7 billion in counter-tariffs on U.S. goods, escalating the trade dispute even further. The list of affected goods expands to include everything from processed foods to household appliances, further increasing tensions. Consumers will feel immediate effects, with rising prices and reduced availability of certain products, highlighting the far-reaching consequences of this trade war. The retail sector was already facing inflationary pressures. How will they absorb these new costs? Experts warn that prolonged trade conflicts could disrupt global supply chains, slow economic growth, and put thousands of jobs at risk across industries in both countries. Amid escalating tensions, Prime Minister Carney has strengthened alliances with European partners, meeting with leaders like France's President Macron and UK's Prime Minister Starmer. These meetings aim to fortify economic and diplomatic ties, signaling Canada's intent to diversify partners beyond its southern neighbor. Canada also began talks with Asian economic powers, including Japan and South Korea, to secure alternative trade routes. Meanwhile, Trump's America First stance continues to reshape traditional alliances, prompting Canada to reassess foreign policy and trade strategies. Some U.S. officials privately expressed concerns that these policies push Canada closer to Europe or Asia for economic security. Canadian companies like Bombardier expressed concern over potential U.S. retaliatory measures if Canada cancels defense contracts, highlighting the intertwined nature of defense and trade. The trade conflict also raises concerns about access to critical minerals for essential technology and defense, underscoring the strategic importance of these resources. Despite economic disputes, both nations continue to collaborate on security matters, reflecting the complexity of their relationship. Under Trump, U.S.-Canada relations face significant challenges. Is this a temporary phase, or are we witnessing a fundamental shift? With these tensions escalating, could Canada seek to reduce its reliance on the U.S., or is this alliance resilient enough to withstand current pressures? Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Frank for America's Geopolitics. See you next time.